Okay, you guys, I'm not trying to be mean, and please don't take this the wrong way. But if you do, I really don't care. All the women, I want to ask you men something. And please be honest with me. All the women that's doing the 4B movement, shaving their head and wearing these blue bracelets, do they look like women that you would actually go for in the first place?
So I have a question, and maybe y'all can stitch this with an answer. Why is it a problem for black women to hold black men accountable? Because clearly you'll go out your way to get a black woman fired. You'll attack us on social media. You'll try to murder us or beat us. You'll do everything except for listen to what the fuck we said and better yourself as a person.
We sit here all day and say, we want to be treated so nice. We want a man to take us out. Like I said, we want to be feminine. That's what everybody say. I want to be my soft area, right? Then I have women who sit here and say, this picked me up on a date and he took me on a horse and a carriage and gave me some flowers. I don't want this. That throws me off. And it's a lot of women that agree with that.
So one thing that I don't understand about women is, why do y'all keep fighting so hard to be equal to men? Like, y'all wondering why men don't want us to run the country, and it's because y'all logic make absolutely no sense. Y'all want to be equal to a man so bad, but we got a whole era dedicated to, I want to live a soft life. I want a man to take care of me. Like, if you want a dude to take care of you, living off a dude is equivalent to living with your mama.
House cleaning before we get started. For those who've been rocking with me from day one, I appreciate the support. For those who may be new here, coming in or out the door for me, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, get it cracking in the comments. Every bit of your engagement absolutely helps promote me into the YouTube algorithm. I thank y'all for the support. Now let's get to it. Drop the video. Let's go.
Okay, you guys, I'm not trying to be mean, and please don't take this the wrong way. But if you do, I really don't care. All the women, I want to ask you men something. And please be honest with me. All the women that's doing the 4B movement, shaving their head and wearing these blue bracelets, do they look like women that you would actually go for in the first place? Like, look at them. Would them be the women that you would actually approach? Like, keep it all the way 100. Like, they look like they were already celibate and it wasn't on purpose. Like, them women look untouchable. And I don't mean that in a gangster way. I mean that as a 25 cats in their house and smell like piss. Like, do them women look like they are actually the women that y'all would literally go for? Like, y'all are literally doing this movement and you shaving your head for nothing. Because the men that I know wouldn't even look at you twice. Like, literally, they will jump over you to get to every other woman besides you. Like, tell me if I'm wrong, man, because I'm looking at these women like, do y'all even like me? Because half of y'all look like y'all playing for the other side. But, hey, that's just on me. Like, were you even getting any dingling in the first place? I'm just asking, like, I don't look like it. It looks like you were lonely on accident. But I digress. Tell me if I'm wrong. Or could I be wrong? I could be wrong.
He's not lying. Look, I'm going to say this, and I'm not doing this to be a bully, but the women that are part of these small fringe movements don't like men anyhow. See, to me, one of the biggest lies that is perpetuated on social media is the small vocal minority of misandrists and feminists pretending to like men when they don't like men to start. They're not ever in relationships the majority of the time with men, but they always have something to say about men. And I've said it once and I'll say it twice. It's conversion propaganda. They're trying to bring more women onto their side. That's what this stuff is about. Those women, most men wouldn't touch them with a 10-foot pole. They're undesirable women. It's the same as incels. They're just the female version of that. Men wouldn't touch them anyhow. Not the men that they find desirable wouldn't touch them anyhow. So it's easy for them to decenter men. It's easy for them to be in the 4B movement. It's easy for them to say we're not doing this with men or that with men because they weren't doing anything with men to start. That's just all there is to it. And I don't say it to be a bully, but no one is checking for these women anyhow. And she's right. They're untouchable, they're undesirable, and they're quite frankly kind of sad. They're just bitter, and they want other women to come aboard their conversion propaganda so they can have more women to choose from. That's it.
So I have a question, and maybe y'all can stitch this with an answer. Why is it a problem for black women to hold black men accountable? Because clearly you'll go out your way to get a black woman fired. You'll attack us on social media. You'll try to murder us or beat us. You'll do everything except for listen to what the fuck we said and better yourself as a person. But when non-black people hold black men accountable, you'll get on your knees and kiss their feet thanking them for helping you. Then people don't give a fuck about you. But me as a black woman, I give a fuck about my black community. I want to see us do better. And I'm going to hold y'all accountable just like I expect you to hold me accountable. A lot of people in my community lack self-awareness and self-accountability. And baby, I'm not one of them folks. But what I will not accept is y'all continuing to attack me as a black woman because I want to see my people get better. If you don't like what I'm saying, then baby, that means you need to fix some shit. I'm not just saying it just to say it. And I feel like a lot of black women are getting to that point where we're going to wash our hands with black men, and whatever the fuck happens to y'all happens to y'all. We will not be sitting there fighting for justice and peace for you folks. I'm tired. And a lot of other black women are tired. We are consistently under attack from black men. Whether you like what I'm saying or not, y'all always got something to say about black women. I'm tired. If you don't want to be better, then fuck it. Be trash. Just don't fuck with me.
Again, you're fighting for justice and peace for the bastards y'all create from single motherhood, because I raised my son to not be a delinquent. So you're clearly raising your sons to be delinquents that are getting unalived by the police, that are being profiled and being subjected to unlawful search and seizures. There we go. That's y'all. If you're raising it, I'm not saying that sometimes it does lend to the notion that black men who are minding their business are being unfairly persecuted by the police. Yes, that does happen. But let's be honest here, ma'am. The ones that are being unalived, deleted in the streets over stuff, they're your bastards. You know this. And this notion that black women want black men to be better when black women are below black men when all the numbers bear out in the statistics. Y'all don't make as much money as black men. You lead in STIs and STDs. You're the most enrolled, and y'all have the smallest educational gap at a higher level between all of the races is only 6%. Black women are only educated more than black men by 6%, where the other races is double digits. Black women are at the bottom of the totem pole, but you want black men to be better when black men are better than you in most metrics. So it's like somebody that's drowning and you're in the water, also about to drown, trying to tell you how to swim. It makes no sense. The reason that black women can't hold black men accountable is because black women are in the same boat. You're literally in the same boat going under. You're in no better position to hold black men accountable to be better when you're just as worse. You're just as bad, I should say. You're in the same predicament. And a lot of times in a worse predicament. You're not better. And black women are not born perfect. You're not deities. You're not out here not doing wrong. You are doing, black women are doing a lot of wrong. And y'all just pretend like you're not doing wrong because you're giving grace. A lot of times black women are giving grace for their mistakes. They're not held accountable and given consequences for their actions. But y'all are out here just as bad as black men. It's not the fact that y'all can't hold black men accountable. It's the fact that you're not fixing your own shit.
We sit here all day and say, we want to be treated so nice. We want a man to take us out. Like I said, we want to be feminine. That's what everybody say. I want to be my soft era, right? Then I have women who sit here and say, this nigga picked me up on a date and he took me on a horse and a carriage and gave me some flowers. I don't want this shit. That throws me off. And it's a lot of women that agree with that. That shit lame as hell. I don't want that. But y'all making all these memes and move and this what you want. But that's the type of nigga that come with that. Then you got women who want, I want a gentleman and I want a nigga in the street. You're never gonna get both. So it's just like they got this imagination that these type of dudes exist and they don't. That's why when we said do nice guys finish last, in them type of situations, they lose because women want that, but then don't want them.
Look, she was basically right, but at the end of the day, just like the previous video I did with the woman on the roller skates, it's what y'all are sexually attracted to. Like, we need to stop all this pussyfooting around, playing about, trying to come up with all these psychoanalyzations and all these excuses and reasons. A lot of black women are just attracted to degenerates. They're sexually attracted to guys who are not productive. They desire the men who are the worst of us. And the reason that they desire the worst of us is because they are the worst of women. Like, we got to stop this nonsense. Those women that are attracted to those men, they are each other's reflections. Like, a lot of times women are pretending that they are the better version or of the female counterpart of those men they find sexually desirable when they're not. They're the same as those men. It's just that women are vocal about their frustrations with what they qualify for. You qualify for those degenerates. That's why you're sexually attracted to them. You don't like the good guy because you're not a good woman. The good guy is boring because the good guy is stable and you're unstable. You don't like stability because you have an aversion to it. Y'all are not good women. And people need to stop pretending that, oh, if women just change what they are attracted to, then everything will be better. No, those women have to become better women, then become attracted to the better things. It won't work if those women are still trash. That's just all it is to it. And a lot of times, those trashy ass women are living in delusionment. They believe that they are not the problem when in fact they're just as much as the problem as the men they pick.
So one thing that I don't understand about women is why do y'all keep fighting so hard to be equal to men? Like, y'all wondering why men don't want us to run the country, and it's because y'all logic make absolutely no sense. Y'all want to be equal to a man so bad, but we got a whole era dedicated to, I want to live a soft life. I want a man to take care of me. Like, if you want a dude to take care of you, living off a dude is equivalent to living with your mama. So you can't be sitting over here expecting somebody else to take care of your whole life, but you don't want to submit, but you don't want to do what they say. Y'all want to be liberated. Oh, I want to be liberated. I want to be able to do what I want to do with my buddy. And then when you have a whole bunch of kids and nobody's helping you and you crying, now you looking stupid. Nobody's signing up to take care of you and 3 or 4 kids. Y'all sound dumb. Y'all be wondering why they don't want us to run the country, and this is why. Y'all logic make no sense at all. I want to be equal when it's beneficial. Don't nobody care about no man. Men have a hard life. Your life could be easy as a woman if you know how to play your role. Y'all make your life hard, trying to be liberated and have all these babies and doing all this stuff y'all do.
Look, she's absolutely right. Like, at the end of the day, women and men are not equal. We're equal when it comes to human rights and human freedoms. We're equal in that aspect. Outside of that, men and women are designed to be vastly different. Now, are we more alike than we are different when it comes to social things? Sure, but biologically, we're not. And there are innate things in men that women just do not possess. So, this whole notion that men and women are equal if we can just socially engineer the whole world to see men and women as being the same and not different is a recipe for disaster. It's destructive. And you're seeing the results. It's contradictory. On one hand, you got women saying they're strong, independent, liberated, and they want to be everything they want to be without a man telling them how they can and can't move. Then on the other hand, you have this group of women who want to be soft. They want to be traditional. They want men to be protectors and providers, and they don't want to contribute to any of their lifestyle or pay any bills. You cannot have it all. Women, you cannot have it all. Either you're going to be a woman that knows that she has to be codependent with a man to help build their life together, and they both have to be there for one another, and that men and women are different, but we're similar more so than we are different when it comes to things in our social environment. But biologically, we are vastly different. We think differently. We communicate differently. Stop looking for women in men's bodies. Then we're always going to have this divide. It's always going to be this level of nonsense going on between men and women on social media, by the way, because in reality, men and women don't have time for this. But we're strictly talking about social media here. You're always going to have this divide until men and women alike both understand that we have our roles to play and they're vastly different. And until we get back to normalcy in this society, you're always going to have this gender divide on social media, and you're going to have these women saying this, women saying that. You're going to have fashions of women saying this. You're going to have contingents of women over here saying this. You're going to have swaths of women over here saying this. And it's going to be nothing but a big bowl of gumbo and confusion. You're going to have so many messages competing that there's not going to be any room for the right message. Men and women have to work together.
Hey, stand up guy, boom, 10 toes. Big body pull up in a Range Rover. I can change the whole game when I say so. I pull up, shut it down, yeah, they know. Running this game ain't a thing for me. I never switched up, no change in me. The only thing changing this season, you go.
That uniform is not regulation. And if she was to walk into any post office installation with that, she would be promptly sent home. This is nothing more than her showing off her goods on social media. She cannot go to work like that. No way, no how. Maybe the pants, they won't say anything, but that shirt, no. They would tell her to button that shirt up or she could go home. And she would be put off the clock until she changed. End of story. Anyhow, that's all I got, man. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Get it cracking in the comments. I'll see y'all in the next one. 2 fingers. Peace. I'm out of here. Girl, take that off.
Like Jesus.
I don't ask for much from you. It's like you don't got the time to lose. Make me feel like I'm a burden when I tell you how I'm hurting.